Hey everybody, Ben here for the Bonehead podcast, and we've got some tournament updates for you guys today. And not just those of you who are coming to our tournaments, those of you here who follow the channel and like watching Blood Bowl content. So we've got 3-4 events coming up over the next few months. All the way back at the end is Bonehead Bowl, which is on the 26th of November, which is mixed teams and Dungeon Bowl teams as well. Going to be absolute carnage. That's at Entoyment. We've got an update for the rule set for that. And then we've got our big tournament weekend coming up on the 22nd and 23rd of October in Southampton. We've got South Coast Autumn. We've got 11s on the Saturday and 7s on the Sunday, which is going to be great. There's a teeny tiny update regarding Amazons about those two. And then we've got one more event to talk about, which is going to be September 7th. Now, this is not a tournament, but we are going to be live streaming a test tournament because we are going to be live streaming games from both days of South Coast Autumn. 11s on the Saturday and 7s on the Sunday. We've gone and got ourselves some really nice camera equipment so that we can do a better job showing you the games, and we've tested it at club a couple of times. I'm really happy with what we've been able to pull together, and we want to give it a trial before the actual event. So on Sunday the 18th of September, we are going to be streaming coverage of a tournament of a series of games that we're running here at Castle Bonehead. We're going to get Trips round, Ben's going to come round, probably a few other guys from our local club, and we're going to play 3 rounds of 7 on stream using our coverage overlays, which will be the first time we've ever done this. So it's going to be a warm-up for our tournament in October. So it gives us 5-6 weeks in between them to get something right, to do something better. But it means that on that Sunday, the 18th of September, we will be having 3 games of 7s as a mini tournament that will be streamed, the whole thing. We'll do standings, we'll do the games, we'll do kind of the team breakdowns and the roster breakdowns. We're really going to try and do exactly what we will do at the actual tournament so that we can get the best kind of feedback from you guys on what you liked, what you didn't like, and then we can nail it for the actual event in October. And what that does mean is that we will then have an 11s tournament on Saturday the 22nd of October, and we'll be streaming 3 games from that event, and then Sunday we'll have 4 games of 7 streaming from that on the 23rd as well. And then 5-6 weeks later we've got Bonehead Bowl, which will be at Entoyment, and we'll be able to take everything that we've learned from our 2 previous streaming events and stream that too. And then we can look forward to Beachhead in February from the BIC, and hopefully we can just start absolutely doing a great job streaming coverage. We've already kind of got our eyes set on being able to stream 2 games, but I am always being told by Ben and Ian to slow down and make sure that we get this right first time. So the first update is that we'll be streaming our events, our tournaments from now on, and that in September we're going to have a mini 7s tournament that will be live streaming the whole thing so we can get a good test underway. And onwards to the event update for South Coast Autumn. There is a rule set update that we'll come to in a second. You'll like it, it won't be a problem. But we do have the first kind of bits of the tournament loot to show off. We've got boxes and boxes of these wonderful Moko dice, and I think I described them on our podcast stream as the most delicious dice that we have had yet. And I think you'll agree, where are we, that I am not wrong, and that actually they are just the most delicious dice. They actually look like Campinos. I don't know if you guys ever had them. Let's see if we can get a bit of a zoom in on that, see if we can get some nice focus. As you can tell, I'm still... Oh, look at that. Look at the dice, guys. Okay, so we've got dice for the loot. We've got a ton of prizes. We've got some from Grebo. We've got some from Fanaf. We have more on the way, and it's going to be an awesome day. Entoyment always does a really good job of giving prizes and kind of in the way of store credit and stuff, which actually works really well for you gamers because we don't know what you've already got. You're like us, you're Blood Bowl fans, you've probably got a copy of every flipping team that's come out already. It might be more useful for you to just be able to cherry pick your next project or get some paints, unless you get, you know, one of the Grebo teams that we've got our hands on for prizes. I can't imagine you'll can't imagine you'll really hate that either. So, loot, part 1, and onwards to the rule set changes. I said rule set changes, it's really just a rule set update, and yes, it is about Amazons. So we've been putting this off for a while, expecting the team to be released so that we can kind of tie it into that. Well, we've ticked over into 2 months coming up. In fact, it's 2 months today. The tournament will be, we'll be wrapping up, and you guys will be chilling out watching the rest of the coverage at home. We don't know what the tiering is going to be for Amazons. We don't know anything about the roster, really. So what we've done is we've made an executive decision, which is if you've got a team of legend, Amazon team, you can use it. If the team drops in, if the new team drops in 2-3 weeks and the rules come out and the spike comes out, you can run that too. So we're actually going to allow both Amazon teams there. Now, if you want to submit your rosters, because we are actually in roster submission window now, I think the final deadline is Saturday the 8th of October. That gives us 2 weeks to basically check everything's right. We've already sold, I don't know, 60 tickets, something like that. So we're looking forward to this one being a bit of a big boy, and I am super excited for it because Southampton's really close to me and Ben, so actually it gives an opportunity to kind of do a different area. If you go to the boneheadpodcast.com, you can click on the top banner here that says South Coast Autumn. Give it a click. You can go through here and buy your tickets on the Entoyment website if you're not signed up already, and they've still got the discount on there, which is good. Oh, well, come on. I wish to go back now, please. Oh, open a new window. That's on me. So, rulebook is there. The rule set is there. You can click download. And this is today's updated rule set. The only update is about the Amazons. Okay, so Amazons are going to be eligible for both days, and both rosters are going to be eligible. So, if you are planning on running Amazons, you can do so knowing that you can run the team you've got already. If you're going to buy the new Amazons and you want to run the new Amazons, you're going to be able to do that as well. I think it's the best way to do it. I want you guys who've got an Amazon team, who love Amazons and want to run Amazons, to just be able to book up. You've got your roster, you've got your team, you're good to go, okay? Good job, you're organised 59 days ahead. That's impressive for Blood Bowl players. But I also seriously want to support those people who are like, new team, let's go to Entoyment, let's pick up the team, let's go. I want to try my new team out at this tournament, let's get it painted for a tournament. Dude, that's one of the most fun things you can do. So actually, I think being able to support and having that be eligible too is really good. Amazon team release, there we go. We've chucked it in there just to say actually you get to run both. So that is it for rule set update. That's realistically going to be the only rule set update that we have for South Coast because we're locked and loaded right now. And what else have we added? There is a South, why does it say South Coast July? It's not South Coast July, and I think if we click it, it's actually the South Coast Autumn roster 1.34. Make a copy and you will have both the 11s and the 7s roster on there. So when it comes to submitting a roster, click on it, make a copy. It is done in Google. I find it really easy, but if it's not what you want to do, that's absolutely fine. But you get this showing up on the screen. It's not showing up on the screen. At the bottom, can I do this? Will that show up on the screen? That won't show up on the screen either. Shame. You've got the 11s roster builder with the skills in there, and you've got the 7s roster builder there as well. So you can kind of go in, build both your rosters, put your names in, guys, put your NAF names in, guys, please. It makes it way easier for us to, you know, register your games, and then click share and share it away to us, and all the information's there. So boneheadrosters@gmail.com is the best way to do it. Now, I think Milton's going to be the master and commander of rosters again. He did a brilliant job, but the thing is, I really want as many rosters as possible to be in the Google format. It's going to make it much easier for us to be able to do coverage because we'll have the rosters in a single place, and I can click on the name, we can get it up on the screen, we can talk through the rosters while the players are setting up. It's going to be a very cool, and hopefully, well, hopefully it's going to be very cool and a very immersive experience. I'm so excited. It's awesome to be able to go to a Blood Bowl tournament, and we get, like, you know, 100 different people coming to these weekend events of ours, which is great, you know, like 70 people on the Saturday, 50 people on the Sunday, and it's just phenomenal. But actually there's 13,000 of you out there who love Blood Bowl, and if we can just share some of the awesome games that are going on with you guys, I'm going to be super happy. And it's not just a warm-up for the World Cup, but, you know, actually it helps. That is update number 1. Update number 2 is Bonehead Bowl. This is a big update, but it's just more stuff. We're not changing anything you're allowed to bring. We're just adding more stuff in. So Bonehead Bowl is in 94 days, 15 hours, and 50 minutes time. And this is our big nonsense event. 3 games of 11s. You've got normal Blood Bowl teams. You've also got Dungeon Bowl teams you can take. And then there's mixed teams. So tickets are available on the website, Bonehead Bowl. You just go to the webpage or click the More button and you can see all of the tournaments, the historic tournaments and Bonehead Bowl there. Tickets are sold through here. They're £12 a piece, and this is going to be at Entoyment. I love stuff that happens at Entoyment. Mostly because the venue's great, the shop's great, but they've got QR codes on all the tables, which means you can just scan them and buy like cups of tea or pizza, and Carl will bring it to you from downstairs. It's just the best way to game. The rulebook. Haven't got a roster for this bad boy yet, but we do have attendees. How many have we got coming? 29 so far, although I think I've got a couple more that came through earlier on today. So still a few slots left. This is just an endless collection of teams, and I absolutely love it. So let's have a quick look at the rulebook, because we have had an update to this. So this update is live today. And I think it's best that we just actually have a look at the update page. So, mixed teams alignments. We have reintroduced the alignments from the first Bonehead Bowl tournaments, as it was both a popular request and allows way more mixed teams. Absolutely. We have a bunch of you say, can I do this? Can I do this? Why can I not run this team? Why not just use alignments? You know what? You're right. The original rules pack is about having teams that share a regional special rule, like the Elven Kingdoms rule or Badlands Brawl. That's totally still a thing. So if you've bought a ticket, you've brewed up a roster with 2 teams that have got Elven Kingdoms or 2 teams that have got Badlands Brawls, you absolutely can still do that. But there's also way more teams that you can now mix and match. And the way the roster is brewed up is it's TV 1100. You get some skills. You can take a Dungeon Bowl team, you can take a regular team, or you can take a mixed team. You have to have at least 4 players from each of the 2 teams you've chosen to be your mixed team. And your rerolls are at the highest cost, and the amount of skills you get are equal to the team tier of both. So if you're going to go Wood Elf Halfling, right? Wood Elves tier 1, you get 2 primaries. Halflings tier 3, you get 2 primaries and a secondary. So you would get that to spread amongst your team, not split between the 2 teams, just however you want. Okay, no stacking there. This is a complicated tournament enough as it is. So we've added in the alignments, and we'll check that out in full in a second. Star player access, we've also simplified this. I don't know what we were thinking. We were thinking, actually, if you got a Badlands Brawl team and a Badlands Brawl team, you can take Badlands Brawl star players. But actually, the way they've done the regional rules doesn't line up in quite as fun a way as possible, so we've made it real simple. We've changed the star player access for mixed teams. If a star could be taken by either part of the team, it could be taken. Seemed silly before. It was a bit silly before. So those of you out there who are thinking, I'd like to take Snotlings and Black Orcs and Bomber and just bomb things, do it. Do it, please. Just do it. It's amazing. And you can take a Giant, I think. I think Giants are in the rules. Oh, this is going to be a heck of an event. And the Amazon team release is the same update as it is for the other one. You've bought tickets now. Tickets are up for sale. So if you've got you can run either the Team of Legend or the new roster. No, you can't have a mixed team with new Amazons and old Amazons. We've just banned that. No, I like it, but no, you can't do that. So you can use the Amazon team if you've got it. So as we go through the rule set, those are the only updates. Star player update, mixed teams, or they share an alignment. And this is the alignment rules. So, backed by popular demand, it's team alignments. The first Bonehead Bowls used alignments to determine who can team up with who and form a mixed team. We thought we'd shift to match the new region keywords for Blood Bowl 2020, but there's just not enough combinations. So you can run 2 teams together that share a regional special rule, e.g. Badlands Brawl, like the rule set was before, or you can build a mixed team from the lists of teams below of the same alignment. So you can't mix teams from different alignments, but some teams, the neutral teams, will be in both lists. Star players can be chosen if they could be taken by either of the teams in your mixed team. So that kind of, we're just trying to simplify this, but also take it from 100 teams to 750 teams or something like that. Makes me so very happy. So the order alignment. Order is a loose term for any organization choosing to play Blood Bowl. Agreed. So the order teams, you can pick any two of these and create a create a mixed team. Okay. Amazons, new or old, you pick either, whatever you've got. Dwarves, Elven Union, Halflings, High Elves from the Team of Legend book PDF, Humans, Imperial Nobility, Lizardmen, Norse. But if you take Norse in an order mixed team, they can't choose the Favoured of ability as their regional special skill. So you can't have Hackflem with Dwarves because that would make you a terrible person. So Norse, Ogres, Old World Alliance, Slan, the NAF team, Vampires, Teams of Legend, and Wood Elves. That's right, Vampires have got themselves mixed in with the Order group. We'll come to that in a second. Team alignment, chaotic teams. Chaotic doesn't mean just chaos teams, just disorganized and violent, but even beyond the norm. So Black Orcs, Chaos Chosen, Chaos Dwarves from Team of Legend, Chaos Renegades, Dark Elves, Goblins, Humans, Khorne, Necromantic, Norse. But they can only choose one of the favoured of abilities. So you can't have Griff with a Khorne Norse team, because that would also make you a terrible person. Nurgle, Ogres, Orcs, Skaven, Snotlings, Tomb Kings. I have missed the S out of that. Undead, Underworld, and Vampires again. So, team alignments FAQ. Can I choose the same team twice? Clever, but no. If you want to run just Dwarves, you get just the Dwarf roster. You don't get twice the stuff, okay? But if you go Dwarf Elven Union, there's ropey grounds there. You can choose from players of the roster. No limitations on positionals. You use the most expensive reroll from whichever team. So if one's more than the other, you use that one. But you've got to have at least 4 players from each teams. That's it. That's the rules for building your mixed team. Can I run an Amazons team? Yeah, no. We already talked about that. You can't do that. Why are vampires now on both lists? Because even though they're undead, vampires could choose to mix in orderly societies. And I imagine they quite enjoy eating halflings. So actually, it seemed a bit weird that you had the vampires and actually, you know what, they could work with kind of organized stuff. It's a bit of a fluffy, interesting one, but now you can have vampire Amazons or vampire dwarves. This tournament is all about picking a team, picking a theme, and just having some of the most outrageous games of Blood Bowl that you can have. I love this event. I absolutely love the way mixed teams work. They are just carnage and just, it's great fun. It's great fun. £12 for the ticket. It's at Entoyment. Parking's easy. Food's cheap. It's right there. It's just brilliant. And then you kind of look ahead to next year. We've got Beachhead Bowl, which is going to be 2 days, 11s and 7s again. You've got Dorset Dungeon Bowl in May. You've got Summer South Coast event, probably 2 days. Alicante in September. October 2 days, probably in autumn. And then Bonehead Bowl 2023 in November 2023. So we've got some very cool stuff coming up. The tickets for South Coast Autumn and Bonehead Bowl are available right now. Beachhead won't be up just yet, but we need to brew up something special for that. We've got a plan. It's just about whether we've got enough time to wangle that into existence. But anyway, I should probably wrap up and just kind of say that actually go to tournaments. It's brilliant fun, but if you can't make it, you're going to be able to start watching them. And it begins with September 7s on the 18th of September. We will give more information as it comes out, but it's going to be our test bed. So we want loads of you to tune in so you can give us some feedback so that when it comes to South Coast Autumn, we do the best job that we can. And I'm excited about the kit. I'm excited about doing coverage. I haven't done that since we did our Fumble games. And I'm just absolutely, we are finally getting to the point that I wanted us to get to, which is bring you more Blood Bowl, because more Blood Bowl is more better. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy dodging. That's right. I read some of the comments sometimes. Ta-da. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to help support the channel even further, please like and subscribe, or come join us on our Patreon. We have early access to content. We get loads of feedback from you guys, and we try and do competitions as much as we can. Or you can get yourself some Bonehead Podcast merch on our Spreadshirt site. So if you want to support a team, especially for the Bonehead Championship, you can pick up a shirt, a mug, things like that. It all helps support the channel and we really appreciate it. Anyway, links below. Thank you very much. Happy blocking.